Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. We've got 10 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. A little bit of a lighter slate today. Starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Arizona plus 170 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 54-42. The Braves 61-33. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.14. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 3.66. Gallen, his last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Strider, his last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Arizona back-to-back wins against the Braves here. Been big underdogs in this series and have been able to sneak out 2 wins. Braves are on a 4-game losing streak, kind of on a little slump right now. 1-4 at home. They're just not playing that well. Gallen coming off a 3-run game. Strider coming off a 5-run game here. Yeah, I think I would take Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Braves have just been a letdown so far this series with their price tag. And yeah, I think I'll take Arizona plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 115. Milwaukee plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 53-43. Phillies 52-43. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 3.73. Pitching for the Phillies is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 4.0. Burns, his last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 13 strikeouts. Walker, his last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Brewers beating the Phillies yesterday 5-3. Both teams splitting a win so far in this series. Burns, coming off some good starts on the mounds, only giving up 4 runs in his last 3 starts here. I still think Brewers are a good underdog today, and I'll take Brewers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the New York Giants. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 9.5. Giants coming into this matchup 54-42. The Reds 51-46. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 2.82. Pitching for the Reds is Andrew Abbott with an ERA of 2.45. Cobb, his last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Abbott, his last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Giants coming off a Reds loss, 3-2. Reds' first win in a while, snapping that big losing streak that they were on. Giants have still been pretty good against the Reds, 7-3 on the road against Cincinnati here. Cobb, been good on the mound for the Giants, has only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Abbott's been pretty good as well here. I still like the Giants. They've just played better so far in this series. They've played well, despite only losing by 1 run. Still like what the Giants are doing. They're still playing very good, and I'm going to take the Giants on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 110. Toronto plus 100 with the over-under at 9. Padres coming into this matchup 46-50. Toronto 53-43. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 2.71. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.12. Snell, his last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. coming off 3 straight 0-run games. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Padres coming off back-to-back wins against Toronto here. Padres are 5-1 against Toronto head-to-head. And yeah, Snell just been great these last few matchups here. And we'll see if he can continue to be hot on the mound. And I'm going to take the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -160. The White Sox +130 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 40-57. The Mets 45-50. Pitching for the White Sox is Michael Kopech with an ERA of 4.47. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 0. Kopech, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. White Sox on a 2-game losing streak, back-to-back losses against the Mets. It does look like Quintana's making his first start for the Mets. He pitched some last season, pitched well last season too, coming off 2 straight 0-run games last year. Mets on a 3-game winning streak. White Sox are 0-5 against the Mets here. Yeah, Mets have looked good this series, playing well. We'll see how Quintana does do on the mound. It was pretty solid at the end of the last year, and I still think I'm going to take the Mets at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Detroit opening up as road favorites at -130. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 43-52. The Royals 28-69. Pitching for the Tigers is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 3.75. Pitching for the Royals is Zach Greinke with an ERA of 5.44. Lorenzen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Greinke, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Detroit beating the Royals yesterday 3-2. Detroit is 9-3 against the Royals, 6-3 on the road against the Royals here. Lorenzen coming off those back-to-back 0-run games here. Greinke's just been horrible on the mound for the Royals, giving up a lot of runs, and I'm going to roll with the Tigers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -125. Minnesota +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Twins coming into this matchup 50-47. Seattle 47-48. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 4.24. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 3.43. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off back-to-back wins against Seattle. I think they've just been poorly priced in this series so far, being underdogs every game. I don't really understand because they've just been playing well. They've been great on the road, 5-2 on the road against Seattle. Yeah, they really should have just been favorites this whole series. Still underdogs, which is kind of crazy to me, the way they've been playing. And yeah, I'm still going to take Twins +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at -190. Baltimore +155 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 58-37. The Rays 60-39. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.77. Pitching for the Rays is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA of 3.78. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeout. Coming off the 2 one-run games here. Baltimore coming off an LA win. Tampa on a little 4-game losing streak here. Yeah, Gibson, he's been okay. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Glasnow's given up 5 here, coming off 2 really good starts on the mound. I don't know. I really like the Rays here at home on a losing streak, back at home. Glasnow's been good on the mound. I like the Rays here. I don't hate Baltimore as underdog play. I mean, they've been playing just as good. I'm going to lean with the Rays. We're rolling with Tampa Bay at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -130. The Cardinals +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 43-53. The Cubs 45-50. Pitching for the Cardinals is Steven Matz with an ERA of 4.86. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 2.88. Matz, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. St. Louis on a 5-game winning streak here. Coming off a great Miami series. Cubs coming off back-to-back Washington wins. St. Louis 7-2 against the Cubs, 13-5 on the road against the Cubs, where they played well. Pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers have been giving up a good bit of runs here their last few games. Matt's 0-7, searching for his first win here. I think he could definitely get a win here on the road. Both teams playing about the same. I mean, neither team playing that impressive, but St. Louis is a little hot right now. Got the win streak going on, and I think they're a decent underdog today, and I'll take Cardinals +1.5 on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Oakland Athletics. Houston opening up as road favorites at -200. Oakland +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Houston coming into this matchup 53-43. Oakland 27-71. Pitching for Houston is JP France with an ERA of 3.31. Pitching for Oakland is Hogan Harris with an ERA of 6.51. France, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Harris, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Houston coming off a Rockies win. Oakland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Boston wins here. Houston 7-0 against Oakland. Houston 8-4 on the road against Oakland. Yeah, good spot for Houston here in this series. France coming off some good starts on the mound, and I'm going to roll with the Astros on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.